break down the clean press for you, kettlebell. First off, you want to grab that with an overhand grip. You want to swing it back, bring it up into the rack position, and then what you're going to do is you're going to drive it up over your head. It seems very simple, and in fact it is, except that there's a lot of things you have to do with your body in order for this to happen, a lot of sticking points along the way that you have to conquer. So you're going to start with lightweight, of course. I want to show you how to do this. So, first of all, you're going to be using your hips to drive it up this far. So, you're going to use your hips. Your arm is going to be fully extended. Drive your hips. You want to force it until it's right about waist level, and then let momentum carry it onto your shoulder. You're going to rack that kettlebell so it's facing forward this way. Now you're going to bring it up from here. When you bring it up from here, you're going to use all three parts of your deltoid muscle to bring it in, the posterior, the middle, and the anterior portion. You're going to bring it out to the side. You're going to drive it straight up. Now with the lighter weight, quite easily done. With the heavier weight though, you're going to have some problems. For one thing, when you get up to this point right here, your deltoids check out right before your tricep kicks in. So you have a sticking point here. You have a sticking point in your lockout. If you're not quite strong enough, it's going to be hard to extend your arm. You need to extend your arm. Back down again. How do you get past these sticking points? If you're running a weight that is a bit too heavy for you or at your limit, for instance this heavier bell here, then you're going to have some issues when it comes to just using purely your shoulder and arm strength to get it up. The racking of the bell, quite easily done. And here we are. Now, I want you to see how my weight is over the side of my body, how my hip is kicked out to support this. In order to get this up, I have to get through that sticking point. I get through that sticking point by kipping a bit with my calves, with my waist, and then I will take my contralateral antagonist muscles on this side and I will pull down as I push up. So from here, we go up. Lock it out, bring it back down. My goal is to master my friend Pig. Pig is a monster. In no way can a small man like myself actually bring this Pig up. How I'm going to do it? Isometrics. Simple piece of board. You can take a hook, drive a hook into there. You need a platform to stand on. At my disposal, I have an Olympic loading pin and a 45-pound plate. So you can either use the board and the hook, or you can have an arrangement like this if you have access to it. Garden variety chain, Carver Store carabiners. You can use a piece of PVC pipe to put that through because you're going to be hauling on this. This is an Iron Mind Rolling Thunder deadlift handle, which has the advantage of working your grip a bit more. First order of business, your sticking points on the press. Or sorry, on the clean portion of it. So I'm going to stand here at this low position. I can do an isometric hold for between 5 and 10 seconds. Give it my all. And then switch hands and do it on the other side. Next order of business is to find that length of chain and to get yourself a little bit further up the clean portion. So about a foot up the chain, you can do it. Again, you're going to be attaching the handle. You can have a piece of chain, as I said, through a piece of PVC pipe. Same difference. And then you're going to pull, again, the same sort of thing. Isometrics, you're going to put maximal tension on here. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to move that up. You want to get to the point where it's effectively a high pull. Now from a high pull position, again, same sort of hold. Your next position, and this is a very important sticking point here, is when you're at the level where your deltoids are checking out and your tricep has yet to check in. Now, kettlebell is going to be behind your forearm, so you're actually going to stand in front of that weight plate. Bring the chain behind, And this is that sticking point there. And you're going to work that for all you're worth, 5 or 10 seconds on either side. And the next point, which doesn't take much imagination, is your lockout point. I'm not going to do that for you right now, but you can imagine a longer length of chain, your lockout point being up here, and you're going to push that. If your chain isn't quite long enough, you can bend down, as long as you're working that spot. If you practice this, you will lift more weight than you ever could if you just tried to hold the thing up. Testimony to that, I've been using an isometric system like this for the last few months in order to lift heavier weights. And my plan is to conquer pain. One thing I want to add about your presses is that through a phenomenon what they call radiation, or irradiation I should say, you can make sure that that kettlebell is sitting in this portion of your palm. When that happens, you will get a bigger and better contraction of your triceps muscles. So these are some early tips for now, something to maybe help you with your training, and hopefully the small guy can lift the big weights. Thank you very much.